Smurk. Like Bandana Rose says, Dark St. Patrick. It's kind of fitting. Caught that ass. Come here, let's talk about it. Hop in the SRT on gang. So, the YSL RICO case is going on, and a gang expert gets on the stand and he says that OTF was under investigation because they potentially violated the Street Gang Act. You know what I'm saying? So they've been under investigation, he said, but it doesn't seem like the investigation went too far. You know what I'm saying? And personally, me, Durk don't put his hands on a lot of shit, so it's probably hard to get that shit stuck. So Durk's name has now been brought up in the state RICO for YSL YFM, and the federal RICO with O'Block and Duck. You know what I'm saying? Butter brought up Durk in the O'Block RICO, and so did the prosecution, asking Los's baby mama, do you know OTF is a label? And she said nah, but that shit's LLC'd, you know what I'm saying? So shit, it's gonna be pretty sticky to try and stick something on Durk, especially when he doesn't have a lot of hand-to-hand transactions with motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of it, this is a state RICO. You know what I mean? Like, Lucci, he just took 10 years, and on top of that, nobody in YFN told at all. But there's a lot of paperwork, too much to go through, from YSL members who've all done a little bit too much talking, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to them helping out the state. So shit, does YSL know something, or does anybody in YSL know something about OTF? And on top of that, are YSL members that are booked right now, are they getting asked about OTF members and shit? Because all it takes is a quick little link, you know what I'm saying, for an affiliate to get bumped off, put something on the next man, and next thing you know, it just goes up the line from state to federal. You know what I'm saying? You know how this shit goes. But I think the feds and the state, they're showing their hand too much, because it's already known that there's an alleged gun pipeline running between Atlanta and Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, when guns cross state lines, that shit goes federal. So they gotta shut that shit down by any means. And excuse me, but yeah, that just makes me think the bigger picture. Like, does anybody in YSL know anything about like a OTF member doing some dirt or whatever? Because if that's the case, they're just gonna latch onto him and work itself up. Like, are they asking Lil Zay Osama about YSL members or about Durk and anything that they might know of him having some like some hand-to-hand transactions in? And if not, then shit, Durk, he's kind of just skating everything. And on top of that too, like, Fannie, a lot of people ain't talking about this, but Fannie testified too. Fannie Willis, she ended up getting on that stand yesterday too, and she made herself just look like a goofy, talking about how she prefers Grey Goose over wine, how she's defending democracy, and this RICO case ain't have nothing to do with like politics. But on top of that, you say you're defending democracy. That shit don't make no sense. Your ass is talking backwards. But shit, do I think Durk conduct this RICO? Me personally, it depends on if it's state or federal. But as of right now, Durk, he's skating everything, because he don't have no, you know what I'm saying, he don't have no hand-to-hand transaction and nothing. It's all, you know, him to him to him to him. You know, by the time anything happens to somebody, they ain't even around Durk no more. Like Lil Zay getting bumped off, he wasn't with Durk. People say Muwap got bumped off with Durk, but if that's the case, Durk was on the tour that at that time, you know what I'm saying? And one of his last stops was Chicago. So if Muop got bumped off with Durk, that's just because they were already on top of Muop for, well, a whole year at least, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Durk St. Patrick is starting to be fitting, you know what I'm saying? That shit's really starting to ring true because Buddy is just skating everything, and it resonates in my head. Like, you know how Vaughn said he talked to Melly, and Melly said, God had to let you out, you know, because your best friend got killed. Like, God had to honor you with something. Shit, at this point in time, that's kind of how it's going with Lil Durk to me. You know, he's lost Newski, Chino, D-Thing, Vaughn. Like, his ass, God's got to honor his ass with something, you know what I'm saying? And if it's ducking all these RICOs, whether they're state or federal, hey, shit, so be it, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But all this information became a green light to me, you know how it goes. If it's a green light to me, I'm going to catch y'all on the green line with it. Until next time, hey, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. On gang.